loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Very nice, I'm looking at the camera. Very nice, good, good, good. Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me, and you know this by now, or at least you should. For those of you that have never been to this channel before, welcome to you as well. My name's Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant, and the name of this wonderful channel is Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. And today's video, guys, going to be something I think is very interesting and something I wanted to share with you guys. It doesn't have anything to do with motorcycles. Well, I guess maybe a little, but not really. So most of you know I bought a new trailer and I wanted to buy a new truck. And I wanted to buy a new truck because my previous truck, 2019 Ram 1500 Laramie Longhorn Edition, the truck was, I didn't have any problems with that truck, right? It was smooth, it was quiet, it drove like a car, right? I didn't have any problem towing with it either. It wasn't a four-wheel drive edition. It didn't need a four-wheel drive edition, but it had zero tow capability, zero. And that's not something I really thought about until all the towing that I've been doing my traveling practice sessions. So I've been doing a lot of research on trucks. So what I'm driving right now is a 2024 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate. And I picked this truck because I like the way it looked, and more importantly, the features that it has for trailering are just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. A lot of technology. I love technology. So the debate I was having with myself was, do I need a 2500 truck? Should I get one anyway? Do I need a diesel? So I ran these questions across two of my friends. Both of them are content creators. Most of you guys know them. One of them is Finesse the Challenger, and the other one is Riding and Wrenching. That's Mike. And so this video, guys, is going to be a 3-part series on our discussion on this topic, why I came to the decision I came to, and what their views are on this, which I can tell you right now are not the same as mine. We're also going to discuss different trucks, and I'm talking about GMC, Ram, and Ford. And of course, we're going to talk about 1500 versus 2500, diesel versus gas. We're going to talk about all of that. I'm going to talk to you guys about what I like about my truck, some of the things I don't like about it in the short time that I've owned it. And we're going to go to a Ram dealership and look at some Ram trucks and do some comparisons. And that's going to be what this video is about. The other thing that we're going to do in this video is we're going to experiment with the Super Cruise. Now, the Super Cruise is another big reason why I chose this truck in particular. But Riding and Wrenching is highly opposed to Super Cruise. He says you shouldn't let a computer put your life in its hands. You shouldn't trust a computer. And we all talked about that. That was funny. But I'm going to drive the truck with him in it while the Super Cruise is active. Then we're going to put him behind the wheel and let him experience it. And we got some Depends undergarments just in case he can't take it. And here's the unique thing about this video, guys. Part 1 of this video is going to be on this channel. You're watching part 1. Part 2 is going to be on Riding and Wrenching's channel, and the finale, part 3, will be on Finesse the Challenger's channel. So this is going to be great, guys. I'm actually on my way to the parking lot to meet these guys. This is going to be a lot of fun. All right, let's do it. So yeah, again guys, this is my 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 Ultimate Denali. And let's go over some things that I like about this truck. First, the elephant in the room, or should I say the most obvious thing. I can't really say that because it's still subjective, most of this stuff is, but it's the way it looks. I just think it's a beautiful truck. It's a beautiful looking truck. This front grille, most would agree, it's very aggressive. Now, the difference between this and my Ram, I loved the way the front of that Ram looked because it was just a streamlined look. It had soft curves, and so it almost looked like carish, and it felt like that too, as I stated already. This is way more aggressive, and GMC purposely makes their vehicles, they're more squared, right? And squareness gives it more aggression. I don't know how well it does in aerodynamics, but it definitely looks more aggressive. So the looks, the reason why I wanted the Ultimate is because I wanted the GMC part. I wanted all of this, I think they call this Vader Chrome, right? So everything is a darker chrome, and I like that. I don't like the red GMC. Like, I don't want anything red sticking out on this vehicle because, again, that's just me. I like a more luxurious look. That's me. I like luxury cars. I like sports cars too, but sports cars that I like, even on the inside, they're kind of, they're a little luxurious. And this truck fits that bill, so that's another thing I like about it. I like the interior. So these things happen in waves. That's what I like to say. So sometimes iPhone, they have a feature that an Android phone doesn't have, and then vice versa. So in 2019, when I bought my Ram truck, Ram was the truck of the year, 2019, 2020, and I think 2021. And it was because of that interior. The interior was just beautiful, right? And the seats were comfortable, everything, it was roomy, beautiful, beautiful. And it had the new infotainment screen that was vertical. So boom, fast forward, just like competition is supposed to, keep people on their game. So GMC decided to upgrade the interior of their vehicles, and they didn't just do it in the 1500, they did it in the 2500. We'll talk about that in a second. So that was appealing to me. I liked what I saw inside and out. So clearly that sold me on this truck. I like the lights on the truck. Like, lights are important to me. So I like the way the lights look, the headlights, the fog lights, the running lights, the daytime running lights, DRLs, the side marker lights, the tail lights. Like, everything looks good. I like the way this truck looks from all angles, right? And that's something I appreciate. I like the rims, I like the wheels. So it's a good looking truck. So but obviously when you're buying a truck, that's not the only reason you're buying a truck, or at least it shouldn't be. Who am I to say what should or what shouldn't be? Moving on to the inside of the truck, I love the technology. Again, my Ram lacked it. Like, I didn't even have trailer braking in that Ram. Of course, moving to a larger, heavier trailer, that becomes even more important. So not only do I have that, but I also have technology where I have a blind spot that shows up on the screen. It gives you a little red indication to let you know where your blind spot is in relation to the trailer. And you have to get out, you have to measure the trailer, the height, the length, a bunch of different things from between the wheels, the end of the wheel, and the truck will calculate all of that and help you out with that. It'll also give you an indication, a warning for jackknifing. And this truck also came with tire pressure monitoring devices for your trailer. It comes with 4 of them. So that's perfect. My trailer has 4 wheels. So all I had to do was have those installed, and the truck programs them. Like a bunch of places I went to, people were saying, oh, we don't have the computer to be able to do this size, or whatever the hell they were talking about. So if they tell you that, guys, just let them know. Just put them in. The truck will program them. And it's very simple. It walks you through everything. That's the other good thing too, the technology on the screen. There's no guessing games. It walks you through everything with words and pictures, and high quality pictures too. So definitely a good job with that. But it's just a great thing to be able to drive my truck, pull a trailer, and be able to see in real time not only how much air is in my tires, PSI wise, but the temperature, the internal temperature of the tires. I love, it used to be a mystery of what's going on back there, so at least you can get an early indication that something's wrong before something goes wrong. You ever see people driving and the trailer tires flat and you're blowing your horn to let them know one of the trailer tires are flat? Clearly that's not going to happen. with this truck. I also like the fact now that I have an option for trailer cameras. Now, yeah, you can use wireless cameras and stuff like that, but the fact that I can hook up to the back of this truck 2 cameras, one for the inside of the trailer and one for the back of the trailer. And this thing also has something called invisible trailer, and that's another thing where you have to do measurements and stuff. I don't know if I'll use that because I really don't care about that. I just need to see what's going on behind the trailer. But to be able to see that on the infotainment screen, that's outstanding. It really is. So I definitely appreciate that. Another thing I love, the cameras in this. So yes, it has a bunch of different views that you can look around the truck and clear. That's important. But here's the biggest thing that my Ram didn't have. The Ram had a good camera too, but one of the things that it didn't do is show me exactly where this front wheel is. That's important to me when I'm going to a car wash, when I'm getting close to like a curb or something. I want to exactly see the wheel. When I turn it, I want to see it. And you can do that in this. And I should have known it had this because my Cadillac, I had a CT6 2020 made by GMC, also had that technology where I can look at the front wheel. It's so important. I can't even do that in my Mercedes, and it drives me crazy. All these different crazy things you could do, and all I want to do is see the front wheel. Can't, but this baby can, so definitely appreciate that. I like the Alcantara headliner in here. I appreciate that. Super Cruise. Now, if you guys don't know what Super Cruise is, Super Cruise will drive this vehicle by itself without prompting you to touch the steering wheel. And what it uses is not only the cameras and radar and stuff like that, but it also uses satellites, GPS, stuff like that. And when I had my Cadillac, Super Cruise, you could not use it on a road unless it was separated by a structure, like walls or a big patch of field or whatever. Clearly that's changed because I was on a 2-lane road separated by a double yellow line, and I was able to use my Super Cruise. So that's just phenomenal. Especially on a road like that, I'm always going to have my hand, if not on the steering wheel, close to it. But let me tell you something. Super Cruise, especially the fact that you can use it while towing a trailer, and I'm not saying you can use it because it's possible, it states that you can do that. That's a game changer for when I'm going long distances. And we'll talk to Ryden and mention about that. He said he doesn't, I like to drive the car. That's what he said. I enjoy driving. Yeah, I enjoy driving too, but come on. If they have a luxury that's going to allow it to be easier for me, yeah, I'm all for it. So moving to the back of the truck, one of the things I definitely like about it is this multi-use tailgate. And this is not new, it's not exclusive to this vehicle, but I definitely appreciate it. And on the back of this, we have 2 buttons. We have a camera and we have a light to assist you when you're dealing with stuff, dealing with a trailer. The top button, if you just press that button alone, it's just going to allow you to open the top part of the tailgate. And this is beneficial if you don't want to have to reach over to get something in here. Also, you can pull this part up, and this is going to help you if you have something long in the bed and it's longer than let's suppose it's longer than the length of this trailer bed by a few feet or a few inches. Boom, this can help you so that way it won't fly out. If you press the bottom button only, that's your conventional lift kit open, and it'll open there. And then you can press this and same thing. So now you extend the bed, meaning you can drive with the bed open and still have your cargo secure. Of course, if you still need to tie it down, you tie it down. And then lastly, guys, that's 2 things. If you press both the buttons at the same time, now you're going to get both things. But now this creates space where you can step in here and grab something. By the middle part of this tailgate going down, it gives you space to step in. And then if you want to get in the gate, this becomes an actual step, right? It also has a handle in here. Take this handle and you pull it up. If you need it, you can either step up here, or there's even steps in the bumper that you can do that as well. And on the back of here, there's a kicker audio system. You can use this to hook up your phone either through Bluetooth, or you can directly connect it through USB and do some tailgating or do whatever you want to do to play some music back here. It's something that I would probably rarely use, but I am happy that it's here. All right, so now I'm going to move on to some things I'm not too crazy about. Some of them might be nitpicky. Some of them might be subjective, but again, it's my truck. So I'm going to talk about, you know, what I care little about or what I think could be better. Number one, this antenna. Now, I say this all the time, guys. I say it's 2023 going on 2024, and usually I'm referring to motorcycles, but I refer to vehicles, cars. I say, what modern vehicle today do you know that still has that kind of antenna on it, right? And I'm referring to, you know, street glides, road glides, Indian motorcycles as well that have that, I call it an eye poker. It's worse on a motorcycle because it's lower. This is not going to poke me in my eye, but I just don't like the way it looks. So I'm going to be changing that out and getting something that's smaller, but I'd much rather it be like a shark fin antenna. Now, there's a shark fin antenna on the truck, and that kind of disturbs me too because it's over the driver's side head. I'm sure there's a reason why they couldn't put it right in the center, but then why not put it near the back of the truck? Like, that's how my Ram was. It was a shark fin antenna, and it was on the back of the roof and in the middle. That makes perfect sense. This is driving me crazy. Again, I'm sure there's a reason for it, but it had to be another way they could have done that, even if it was just a dome, a little, I don't know. But that just drives me crazy. But you know, I say it all the time, you can get used to anything. I also wish this had a panoramic roof. Now here we go again. I don't even use the sunroof, and in my Ram, I had a panoramic roof. But the whole time, for the most part, maybe 1% of the time, I had the screen open to even see it. But it makes the vehicle look better when the whole top of that roof is dark and all of the windows are dark. It just looks better to me. But I like to have the option to open up that screen and the whole roof I can see out of. Beautiful. And the screen is powered. So I just hit a button, it just screams luxury. With this, not only does it not have a panoramic roof, I have to manually open the cover. So, you know, again, nitpicky. All right, now I'm going to talk about the seats. I don't like the seats. And I'm saying that because, again, we're only going to compare stuff to what we're accustomed to. The seats are not comfortable. They're hard. The seats in that Ram, oh my, those seats were more comfortable than some of my cars. Just extremely comfortable, roomy, wide enough for me, and the bottom part long enough. Now, I'm 6'1", so if you're a taller person and you're sitting in a seat where the seat part of it, the butt part of it, is too short, it puts pressure on the back of your hamstrings. So some cars have the ability to actually adjust that. Like Lincoln actually has it where you can adjust two sides of it at the same time. So I don't know why the seats are so uncomfortable, but they are. They're hard. And I said to myself, well, it's a new truck. I'm sure they'll break in, and that's possible. But clearly they will, and I hope it gets more comfortable. But that's not going to solve the bottom part being too short. They do have massage. I appreciate that. But I just prefer that they be more comfortable. I could do without the massage. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind that the stuff that I'm talking about that I wish this truck had, this truck is almost $90,000. So there's certain things I expect it to have. Memory seats. Memory seats are great, but at this price range, there should be memory seats for the front passenger as well, and they're not. Auto up and down. This one has the front 2 seats. The rear 2 seats does not have it, and it should. Again, talking about price range. The ride of this truck, my Ram was definitely a smoother, softer, quieter ride, without question. This is not bad, but again, I'm comparing it to what I'm accustomed to. I also don't like the inconsistencies. I told you guys how much I liked this Vader chrome, right? And then you get down here, and it's regular chrome. How much better would this front end look if that matched this, right? But it doesn't stop there. It's all around the truck. It's the handles, the top of the mirrors, the door handle, it's the back. All of it should be this color, and that would be phenomenal. I mean, it would just look phenomenal. I'm wondering if well, almost anything's an option, but I don't know. Even the Denali badges that are on here are chrome. Again, this truck would just look so much better if all of those accent pieces were this color. I just don't understand why some decisions are made. It doesn't make sense to me. You know, but all in all, the main thing was the towing capability as far as the technology and the fact that can it pull what I'm pulling? And the answer is yes. So if we're gonna now talk about how come I chose the 1500 versus the 2500. Well, a couple of things. One, a heavy duty truck is a work truck. That's what it's made for, to work. So because of that, yeah, it's gonna have a stiffer ride than this. Not interested in that. It's gonna get worse gas mileage. And there were certain things that I wasn't crazy about that. And again, I'm talking about if I was gonna get a 2500, it was also gonna be the Denali Ultimate Edition. So still the Veda grill, you know. But I really don't like the way any heavy duty truck looks. None of them are really appealing to me. Again, this is all subjective. And that's because clearly I told you I'm more into luxury, and clearly if I needed an HD truck because I'm working all the time and I'm using it, then what it looks like is secondary. I need it. But if I don't really need it, I want something that's visually appealing to me, and that's this. And when I say all of them, I'm talking about Chevy, GMC, Ram, Ford. They're all big and boxy looking. So I don't like that. Now in this series, 2500, instead of it having the shifter in the middle, it's a column shifter, right? The issue with that is the column shifter is too long. It's so long that it blocks a portion of the infotainment screen. And I don't know how they didn't see that. That's an issue. And then the other thing is the practicality of that kind of vehicle as far as fitting at different places and doing. It's more than I need, and most of the times I'll tell people it's good to have more than you need, and that's true in certain circumstances, but this comes down to usage and how you're going to use something. And I know that based on what I use this truck for, this is fine. And on top of that, if you look up towing and heavy duty, the main thing you're going to see are RVs. RVs. And I'm talking about outside of people that use them for work. You're talking about RVs that are 13, 14, 15,000 pounds, 30 feet long, 27 feet long. My trailer is 16 feet long. So again, it doesn't fit the bill. This is just fine for my needs. And for the argument of, oh, well, you know, if I get a bigger truck, I won't even feel the trailer back there. So the only time I'll really feel my new trailer is right when I'm starting to move. And I don't care what you're driving, you're gonna feel extra weight on the vehicle. Once this is moving, yeah, you don't feel it at all. If you do feel it, then you probably have something loaded wrong as far as the distribution of the weight in the trailer. That's a whole nother topic. Then we talked about gas or diesel. So we're gonna talk about this, I'm sure, more in this series, definitely in part 3, because that's when we're gonna have to do a sit down and talk about all of this stuff. So Finesse has a diesel, and I told Finesse, again, 2500 diesel, that's a work truck, right? And then even if you're not using it for work, if you're towing all the time and you're towing heavy stuff all the time, I can understand it. Keep in mind, a diesel is almost $10,000 more of a price, plus $2 extra per mile in gas, up to $2, I'll say, all depending on where you are. And some might argue, well, diesels get better gas mileage. Yes, technically it's better, but how much better? See, years ago, it made more sense to get diesel over gas if you were talking about saving fuel, because the margins were wider. But now it's closer. So if he tells me he gets 12 miles per gallon towing and I'm at 9, that ain't worth the extra $2 a gallon for me. But of course there's advantages to it. There's advantages and disadvantages to everything, right? Is it gonna be stronger, have more torque? Yes. But do I need all of that? Is it gonna benefit me long term? Am I gonna see that difference in money worth it for me? For me, the answer was no. So this was my choice. Now what I did tell him is, sometimes I look at these things as the Napoleon complex. Finesse is 5'9", and sometimes I feel like people that are shorter want a bigger, larger, louder truck, and diesel is manly. Oh, I'm more manly with a diesel. So that's why I bought a diesel, even though I'm driving around town, I tow something light every now and then. So to me, you know, I'm not faulting anybody if they bought it for that. It's your money, you do what you want. If it makes you happy, then that's all that matters. But for me, I'm not gonna buy something that I don't need, and I don't need a diesel truck, and I definitely don't need a 2500 truck. I'm not going to doubt that his truck will tow my trailer easier than my truck will, but that's not the point. Just fine with this truck. Now, riding and wrenching today, he's driving a Ford Ranger, and I was joking with him saying, riding and wrenching is 6'1", as is me. He gets out of that little truck. Finesse 5'9", jumps out of that big truck. So Finesse was trying to tell me, I'm telling you, man, get a diesel, and I'm like, no. That's the biggest part of what this series is going to be about, guys. So, listen, enough of me talking about this truck. It's a great truck. I like the truck. I'm going to learn more about it as I drive it. But let's meet the fellas, and let's get this video started. All right, guys, so I already told you how this video is going to go as far as part 1. Part 2 is going to be riding and wrenching, and then part 3, Finesse the Challenger. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
That's Finesse the Challenger's truck. What kind of truck you driving, man?
It's a 2024 GMC Sierra AT4 2500 in the Onyx Black.
That's a lot of letters, man.
Hey, you got to get everything out, man.
I'm laughing.
It's prestigious.
ABC 1, 2, 3.
He rides an Indian. So all of the titles are just ridiculously long.
Yeah.
All right, so as you guys could tell, he's very excited about his truck. I already told you guys about that MP Napoleon. This is this is riding and wrenching. What do you got here, Mike?
All right, so first of all, I think everybody's
Disclaimer.
I think everybody's well aware. The company that sells has the best-selling trucks, the most capable trucks in the United States, is Ford Motor Company. Okay? And so I'm going to rep Ford today. And so today I've got my Ford Ranger, the little truck that could or can't. Yeah, we're just going to have some fun today. I'm looking forward.
And I already talked to you guys about my truck. So first thing we're going to do today, should we go to the Ram dealership and look at a Ram?
Let's go look at a Ram.
Yeah.
So we're going to go look at a Ram. On the way there, like I told you guys, we're going to do some super cruising. And I told you we got a Depends undergarment in the truck for riding and wrenching because he's going to get a little...
computers.
Computers
crash.
Which is clearly not true. He trusts computers all the time.
Right.
All the time.
My life.
Yes, you do.
You ever heard of the blue screen of death?
Take the computer out of this thing, see if it runs. And again, I have some comments, but like I said, I'm going to save it to part 3 when we're kind of sitting around and just talking about all of these vehicles together. Anyway, enough talking. Let's do it.
Definitely that gear shift is where it's at, man. I like that.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
'Cause it's sleek. It's modern.
Sleek. It's modern.
And it's not blocking anything right here.
We'll get into that later, though. We're going to Dodge.
Yeah, we're going to
Definitely
Dodge.
going to okay, yeah.
Oh, we definitely. You was practicing.
Rest assured, we're going to get into that.
You was practicing your complaints in the mirror last night.
Complaint. I don't have any complaints.
No,
I don't complain.
No, that's not what it is. What do you call it then?
Sir, I call that observations.
He's here. He is here to talk highly about Ford, not complaining. Why would he have any complaints?
I don't need to talk highly about Ford. Ford speaks for itself. I'm here to trash.
But you never talk trash.
Well, what?
This is a first.
It's never been done before.
Never talks trash.
Yeah.
This is so outside of the box.
All right, so how long did it take you to get used to having that digital mirror up there? I've never seen a digital mirror before.
Well, I had it in my Cadillac, so.
Wait. You've never seen a digital mirror?
No.
He drives a Ford. There's a lot of things you've never seen.
Oh, God, I can't wait.
You've never seen a digital. That's.
That's the guy that said he loves technology, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, well.
So I know he appreciates it.
No. I love technology, but there's times when technology goes too far. And I have to make an assessment on this digital mirror thing. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Well, so seeing as I'm sitting in the middle, I would normally be blocking his rear view.
And he's not.
Touche.
Yeah.
He's not.
Okay, I didn't even think about that.
And usually when you know, if you have, even if you have a bunch of crap in the bed of the truck that's high, doesn't matter.
Oh, so that's the rear view camera up there.
It's the camera that's right here.
All the way in the tailgate?
Yeah.
No,
On the top of the,
on the top of the cab.
Oh, okay.
So when he gets the tonneau cover, you can flip it up, and it doesn't block the camera or anything. So as long as you don't go above that, you can see behind
Okay,
you.
all right. Got it.
And it's adjustable, so I can, you know, if you touch this, you can make it brighter, lighter, you can make it closer, further.
Up, down, yep.
So what about at night? What does it do at night?
Oh,
Stays like that.
It's beautiful.
It's bright like that at night?
Yeah, well, you can put it on auto if you want, or you can turn it down. It's totally up to you.
Okay.
I keep everything bright, man.
It's almost like when you're looking at your iPhone. Oh, you don't have an iPhone.
What do you mean?
Of course he does.
Do you? Okay, good.
He wouldn't be in this truck if he didn't have an iPhone.
Whenever you're taking pictures at night, you know how the camera kind of adjusts?
Right.
For the night, that does the same.
Gotcha.
Now, one thing I definitely appreciate is, again, this is all about the trailer to me. When I'm pulling the trailer, I remember I said my Ram had the extra mirrors on it, the concave mirrors, so that you can see kind of further out on the sides of the trailer. This is just a regular mirror. And I'm like, how come this doesn't have it? Well, once it's hooked up to a trailer, the truck knows it's hooked up to a trailer, and every time I hit the signal light, that camera cuts on and I can see everything right here. Now that's great in the daytime. At night, I can't see crap.
Yeah.
So I that's when I wish that the lights that I put on my trailer, I wish I could control them from in here. Because I would turn them on, and then at night I could see everything.
What's happening?
The camera, I slid it over here from the home screen. All of this stuff, you can grab it and slide it over here.
Oh, gotcha.
So, and I put camera here because that's the first thing I want. And the good thing is it will stay on.
Right.
Any view I want will stay on.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually hit that before I moved this truck. I did the same thing in my Ram, but it wasn't as easy to get to. This, boom, because I want to see what's going on before. Because even if, I mean, let's face it, how many of us actually walk to the front of the truck before we get in the truck? And I'm not talking about if it's parked toward you.
Right. Through the walk around.
Yeah, so just to make sure before I move, everything is good.
Yep.
Well, I do like that. That's a nice feature.
It is, and it's
I
new.
remember on my Super Duty, once the vehicle starts moving,
It shuts off.
yeah, it turns the cameras off.
And
No, I hated that.
And I don't know if any other vehicles have a clear camera as what GM puts on theirs.
Yeah, Mercedes is clear as it's clear
Oh
as a
well,
bell.
I mean truck wise.
Yeah, well, GMC, period, yeah. And the views, like, and I said this in my little intro video, as good as the cameras are in my Benz, I just want to see the front wheel, and I want to see it good. So if I go to a car wash, I can put that wheel right in the thing.
Yeah.
This you can. My Cadillac was the same way. Mercedes, no, it's they got all this crazy stuff you could do, all these angles. I just want to see the front wheel. But that does, and then the truck, it's even more important. So the amount of, I press it again, now I'm looking at the back, you know, and it stays there. Like every angle, it stays there. Look at the back. There's the wheel.
That's nice. I like that.
And I'm coming close to a curb, anything like that, boom.
Yeah.
So no curb rash here.
Nope. Back wheel. The fact that this can just stay on
Yeah.
is just, now again, that's new.
So when you got the fifth wheel connected, at least for the 2500s, you know, that's good because you can make sure everything is staying attached as it should.
Right.
Or if there's a problem or an issue, you know, you can identify it.
So right now there's a white steering wheel right here. You see that, Mike?
Yep.
You see that, Finesse?
Yep.
Does the camera see it?
Well, hell, you didn't even you didn't
said
say
yep.
you didn't say we was doing Super Cruise yet. You know what I'm saying?
We're on the highway.
All right, let's see.
I like
Let me
this.
see if I can zoom in. Yep, there's a steering wheel. It's right next to the mile per hour. In between that and the speed sign. All right.
So once you see that, Mike, that means you're good to go for Super Cruise.
Oh God.
Meaning all I have to do is press this button,
And it's
And
going to
then-
run us into that guardrail there.
and then that's going to turn green. Well, remember, you're still responsible. This is not a fully autonomous vehicle, but it's close. I'll tell you that
Can it
much.
handle this little stretch of road here?
Yeah, well, like, if it couldn't, If it couldn't, that wouldn't be white.
Oh, okay.
It's only going to turn white. And sometimes, like right now we're in Super Cruise, see it turned green? So sometimes if it gets into a situation where it's like, nah, I don't like this anymore, it'll change. it'll cut off. It'll tell you, I don't like it. Something's off.
Yeah. So it's just going to turn off and good luck.
It'll warn you. Again, you're supposed to be alert. This is not something you're supposed to just say, all right, I'm going to take a nap. Because if you close your eyes, and it can see through my sunglasses.
Yeah.
So right now traffic is stopping. I have the distance set to close. Actually, to kind of further away, because when I have a trailer, you need more time to stop. But of course, you can switch that. Right now, it's set at 62. I'm going to raise it up to.
I think I should have taken my anxiety pills.
Well, even if you have the trailer connected, it adjusts for the trailer too.
Oh, does it?
So if it'll give you a different distance range for when the trailer's connected.
So 65, I got it. I moved it up to 70, but it's going to keep us at 52. Whatever. You're good, man. You're good.
How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
No hands, no feet, no worries.
Yeah.
Oh, there's worries.
I'm in for me.
No, like say if you're going from home to California, like this is gonna be the most relaxing ride.
This would be the most not relaxing ride.
Well, for us it would be.
Yeah.
You can't be relaxed if your anxiety's through the roof. So I understand. But the fact that I can just keep my hands, but see my hands are still in close proximity. If anything happens, I can still go like this. Don't take a nap. That's my key. But you can't anyway.
Right.
Because if I close my eyes, let's do that. I'm gonna close my eyes.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you keep your eyes open. Well, it's gonna slow us down anyway because of traffic. Now, there's a perfect example. That car gets out of the way. It's slowing down. It's gonna speed up now, but not much because there's another car in front of it. Sometimes just the adaptive cruise control, when that happens, it'll accelerate really hard, and this lane's coming to an end. This is the life, man. So clearly here, I'm going to take over. See, it blinked red because I hit the brake. I got vibration in the seat. Now the steering wheel's still white, which means I can press it. And see, it says blue.
What's blue?
Blue is adaptive cruise control. Now it's green, so now it's taking over. And I don't even have to worry about stop and go traffic. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. And then on top of that, in case like there's an emergency or something happens where you passed out,
Yep.
the truck pulls over for you, flashers, all that business. Then it calls SOS with the OnStar.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, OnStar still around now.
Yeah, alive and kicking. And with stuff like Super Cruise, it's going to stay around because I have it for 3 years. And then after that, you got to pay.
How much is it?
I don't know because I've never paid.
So for hours
know.
for the connected services, it's like $200 or $300 for like six months, I think. So it's not it's not overly crazy, but I think all cars are going to that model now because with Apple CarPlay going away supposedly, and their Google's taking over. Google's a subscription, so.
See, and Mike, I can understand you being concerned about a portion of the road like this. Let's switch lanes. Auto lane switch. It's going to do it itself. I could see you being concerned about something like this because this is all new. It's construction. How does it know? Because it's still looking at the lines.
No, honestly, my concern with the technology is that computers freeze, computers lock up, computers get hacked. I mean, all sorts of crazy things can happen with a computer. And even like a camera like this, your rear view camera, cameras freeze. I mean, it's all digital.
The camera freezes, turn it back to a regular camera.
It's going to do it automatically.
No, just press this. Regular camera now.
Yeah, but how are you going to know if it freezes? You just got
Because stuff won't be moving.
But you might,
Don't drink and drive,
It
man.
only takes a second. It only takes a second to get to an accident.
How am I going to get into an accident if this camera freezes?
I don't know. Maybe you're backing up and you're relying on the camera and it's not moving.
It's got sensors.
Gotcha.
And it will stop automatically too. Good. That's that foot, that thing they left on my floor. So, you ever fly in an airplane?
I've never flown an airplane. Actually, I have flown an airplane.
Flown in an airplane?
Yes.
As a passenger?
Yes.
Oh my God. So much trust in computers in your life.
But you know what? There's pilots up there.
And you're the pilot of this. That's the whole point. If something fails, you take over.
You know what those pilots are doing? They're doing the same thing Rob is doing.
Autopilot. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
But you know what? There are a lot fewer things to hit up there in the sky.
No,
all it takes is one thing to hit.
There's a lot of those planes that actually land themselves.
Yeah, they have some of the technology they have to land themselves.
Yeah,
if necessary.
If necessary.
Yeah.
Some of them do it though.
Yeah.
Like while you're in there as a passenger, some of those they have the automatic landing stuff. So welcome to 2000s.
Well, I've heard from 2 pilots, they don't use that.
No.
That's if it's necessary. They manually land the planes.
And why is that? Because they don't trust computers.
No, they got to keep their skills up. You can't, if you just let them do it and then now you got to do it, and the only time you've done it is in training, it's like anything else, man. It's perishable. All right, so the Ram dealership is right here. We pretty much drove here hands and feet free.
Dang.
Man, welcome to the 21st
How you feel
century.
now, man? How you feel now? Huh?
Well, when he gets behind the wheel, it's going to get bad. Or worse.
I need to stop by a CVS and get me a
I told you, I got you.
Annex or something.
Secret compartment. I got a Depends undergarment.
Here we are.
Why does Dodge always have to go overboard with something silly like that?
I mean, they got to do something to get people in here, don't they?
I guess so. Nobody buys the truck, so.
The Ranger can get up there.
Yeah, absolutely it won't.
Well, you go fast enough.
Is it 4-wheel drive, your Ranger?
It is.
Oh,
You got to get up there.
No, it would.
Yeah.
It won't be with me behind the wheel.
No, of course not.
We got all these challenges out here.
All right, so guys, we have this is a 20, what year is
no
this?
idea.
It's a 2024 Ram 1500. This is an Elite crew cab. This is a perfect comparison to my GMC, even price-wise. So Finesse is in the back, and we're gonna get in the car. As soon as, this is one of the things I was talking about. See how low this comes? Because it comes down and goes back up, whereas the GMC one just comes out. So when this opens up and I go to get in the truck, it's much easier. With the other one, I got to step up so high.
Now, does the Otis, all right, so you see how this one comes out?
Yeah.
Farther?
Mm-hmm.
How does that compare? Is there a noticeable difference or no?
There is, well, the biggest difference is the fact that this is lower. So it helps me more. Like when I'm getting out of the truck, the other one, the back of my leg hits it because it's high. Whereas here, I step on this and I can just step right down.
Gotcha.
So lower makes more sense, but I understand why they do it like that, because it also comes like this, so that you can get into the bed.
Right.
I like that the interior is bright. It's a nice interior. It really is. I'm not a big fan of that screen being the portrait instead of the landscape, but because this truck is wide enough to have a portrait style. I think it's just different.
Yeah, it's something that I mean, as far as the interior, this is something that Ram's always been known for. Now this is, Anita already mentioned this already. This is something I miss, is right here. This abundance of space to be able to put stuff. I don't have that now, and I miss it. Because even with my big cup, or whatever, I got Chinese food yesterday. Wanted to put it down here.
That's what I like about
this is a lot of space.
Shifter. You have column shifter in your truck?
I do have column shifter.
So the column shifter gives you all of this space.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You don't need the column shifter for that. This is the shifter right here.
It's the same.
But now that's electronic cue. That's an electronic.
Not that
Okay,
this.
I'm just saying.
You scared them all.
So you got your 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, the auto, same as my truck. But yeah, I appreciate all of this, man. More storage here.
Now, is it that way in the 2500? The 2500 is a column shifter, so it could still be that way.
I would imagine it would be.
Yeah, it is. So I appreciate this. Apps. Let's see what we got with apps.
And is this leather blue?
This is blue, yeah. It's very nicely done, it always is. But even the seats are more comfortable. Sitting in these seats, it's more comfortable than those seats. Those seats are too hard, way too hard.
Yeah, the middle seat here is not as pushed out as the other one in the GMC.
This
So
also has
it's a bit more comfortable.
What's that?
it's air suspension.
Oh yeah, you
hear
can
that?
lower it. Yeah, you can see it.
Raise it and you can lower it.
Huh.
Interesting.
And so this will not have any sag because it will adjust with the trailer on it. But just being able to make it lower, drive better, that's a huge feature to have. So obviously this is going to ride better. But the good thing is my truck didn't have air suspension and it still rode way better than this GMC. Is it trailer braking?
Well, there's some of the things I like. I've already mentioned I like that the gear shifter's not here in the middle because it's not there taking up space. Because having all this extra space here is nice. I think one thing I don't like, there's too many weird lines in here. So you have the lines going this way, you have these.
There are a lot of lines.
There's a lot of lines in here. I mean, I guess it's it's okay. It's just a lot of lines and a lot of weird
Visual
contrasting
overstimulation.
materials. But I like the truck. I'm not gonna lie. I like the truck. I love the enormous sunroof.
And power.
Right.
So unlike I got to do this in the other truck.
That's like
Power.
that's from the 70s. The sunroof in the GM trucks.
It's
Is
old.
that about right? 70s or is it 60s?
What's that?
The sunroof in your truck. The 70s call. They want their sunroof back.
And their antenna.
Oh my God.
Here's the other knock. So the GMCs are notorious for this not working properly.
What is that?
This opens up that.
Oh,
But put your hand in there. See how much your hand can get in there? Make a mental note of that. When you get back in mind, you might get to the first knuckle. It's too small.
it was just for documents or something.
And
Yeah.
close it, open it up. See how it opens? See how smooth it opens? Try it again.
Try it again.
Make a mental note. Okay, you don't have to hold it, just press it.
Okay, so are there
Now, when you get into the GMC, it's going to startle you. Boom! It just pops up.
are there
$85,000. They can't get it to do this?
So do you think this is okay? Or
No,
No.
no.
That's a GMC.
So trailering
It's not
apps?
taking
Is there trailering?
that's what I was looking for.
Go to vehicle?
I don't know anything about a trailering app.
just tow haul here?
No, vehicle.
That's just tow haul.
You go to vehicle.
Oh,
Right there.
I did. Oh, yeah.
wait. What did you ask about? You said trailer.
Yeah,
Trailing
see, you got
apps.
vehicle cameras. That's
What is
about
a
it.
trailer app? See now look. You
Oh,
got
we're
all
gonna
these
show
little
you.
dots in here. Then you got.
Well, you could
lines
change this.
here.
You could change
You got
that.
a crooked.
So let's see what the
stick
camera.
here.
See surround camera. Check that out. See that. Let's see.
Got the oh shit bar.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I like the GMC better.
Yeah, the GMC it appears to be clearer.
And it's larger.
Yeah, and it's larger. But that's because you got this, portrait style.
Oh, look, there's the cameras for the
Camera
system
system
camera,
on the back.
auxiliary cameras for the trailer. So listen, I knew for a fact that GMC had the advantage when it came to the trailering package, the camera system. I knew that already.
Yeah.
Even if this truck had everything the GMC truck has, right? I still would have got the GMC. Oh my God, this seat is just so much more comfortable.
Yeah. But that's what I was saying. Like the massaging seats, to me, the massaging seats are just not comfortable because when you're not being massaged, it feels kind of stiff.
Well, no, I don't feel that.
Yeah.
I don't feel that. It's just a stiff seat because I wonder, does this have massage seats?
Oh, it's on a door.
Yeah, it's on the door.
I don't know what that means.
So if I can have a softer seat and not have massage, I'm fine with that.
Right.
But this,
But every time you get in a vehicle with massaging seats, the seats are stiffer. At least that's my experience.
yeah, not mine. Mine is, but
Because the seats in the 2500 are pretty damn comfortable.
even if this truck had everything that GMC truck has, I still would have purchased the GMC, and that's primarily because I don't want to look at the same thing for another 3-4 years.
Oh, your truck looks similar to this.
Exactly like this. Only
Did
thing
you
is
have
this
the
is
screen like this?
I didn't have any trailer brakes. I didn't have a 4-wheel drive. But I still had these buttons. This was the same. That's why I knew that this had all the room.
Oh, so you had this?
Yeah.
You had column shifter? I thought you had a.
No, I had this.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but that's why I knew I had all this room. Like everything in here, for the most part, all of this stuff is the same. I had it all. I didn't have an Alcantara headliner, but I knew I had the sunroof. Remember, I had one trim under this, but see how this is digital? Mine wasn't. I still had analog, so I knew that had to go.
But feel the doors though.
The
right?
doors.
So I think the GMC has softer leather. And
What
then
part of the door?
any part of the door. And then this this fabric, I'm not a fan of the fabric. It looks good.
Yeah, that's what it looks
It does
like.
look good, but I'm just not a fan of the fabric. But everything that I touch is not a. It's like it's not a premium touch. It's just like a regular, you know.
And this is what I was telling you
You
about.
got some more hard plastic up here.
Mine's at Laramie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when the sun hits this, it'll
Warm it
burn
up
you.
a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why this should be stitched. It shouldn't be something metallic.
Let me see. Let's see.
But other than, I wish we could drive it so you can feel, but we
These seats
can't.
do recline.
Yep,
They
and
have
it's
more of a recline to it. So
There's
that
more
does,
room, too.
It's comfortable.
Definitely more comfortable.
Yeah, but my problem.
You got
is,
2 speakers over your head too.
My problem is not the interior. My problem is the exterior.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's just more room, man. It's just more room.
Because the
Does your truck have those speakers up there like that?
No,
because the exterior
that might be new for 24.
is just kind of.
I also don't like how you do the wireless charging in here,
Why?
which is sticking your phone in this thing. You know, I don't like that.
Oh yeah.
I've never liked it, and sometimes it's not lined up
You
properly.
gotta lay it down.
No, you do it just like that. That's too much over, and you'll get different lights to tell you because the light's right there.
Well, like, oh.
See,
Oh,
now
there
it's
it
blue,
goes.
so you're good. GMC is right there, nice and easy.
Yep, just slide it in.
There we go.
Just
slide
slide it in.
It never ends. All right, I think we've seen enough of this truck.
Yeah, for sure.
So much easier. Are you gonna try to front and tell me that doesn't make more sense?
Mine are pretty low.
No, they're not. See, here we go. Mine are pretty low.
Mine are lower than yours.
I want to see.
Yeah,
I want to see.
Yeah.
Because even if they're lower, they're not as low as these are.
because the car is low. Yeah.
No, I actually lowered it.
Yeah,
But
that's
even
what
if
I'm
it's at its height, even if you get a 2500, it's going to come down lower. It just makes more sense. You're supposed to, when you're going to get into a vehicle, you want to step like this, not like this.
Right.
But you got that? Okay. Let me put this back up. There's the other storage, and it's deep.
How big is
instead
that?
of putting it in, that's what she said. Instead of putting it in the seat and calling it secret, look how deep that is.
It's not supposed to go in the seat.
I mean,
Now that's a secret compartment, not the seat.
I
I definitely like that better.
You're not going to be able to put the hitch in
I
there.
like that better, man.
You can't put the hitch in there.
Why would I put the hitch in there? The hitch is on the back of the truck.
No, but you don't keep it on the back of the
Yeah,
truck.
I do.
You put it inside the
I
truck.
never take the hitch off my truck.
Really?
Never.
I don't.
Why would I? The only reason I use the truck is for towing, for the most part.
I guess. Even still, I don't leave
Even
mine.
yet another reason why it proves you don't need a heavy duty. You don't keep the hitch on.
Oh, you said these have a little bit more recline than.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more room back there.
Did you have yours? Was this in a riding comfort?
Yeah, it is.
Driving
You were
position.
in a driving position?
Yeah, it was. I didn't make any changes.
Hey, the mirror's
to it.
folded in.
I folded them in.
I'm
Oh,
just
you did it
making
yourself.
note. I want to make note when we get in each truck how much knee room you have
Yeah,
with you bit. So you're 6'1", 6'2", somewhere in there.
I'm 6'1".
6'1". Okay.
Maybe I need to take my height again since everybody keeps going 1, 2.
Oh my
Nobody
goodness.
can make a decision.
Somewhere in there.
Now, as far as the exterior of the truck, yeah, I like the way the I like the way the GMC looks better. Again, it's newer to me too. It's a whole different kind of look. The softer lines on this, where the GMC, it's a harder look.
Right.
Squared off.
It has the GMC has.
I
more-
wouldn't need this, so that's why I wouldn't option for it.
The GMC has a more masculine look to it because
Yeah.
it's the sharp edges. Whereas when you get something with the rounded edges, which is why I think Ford to me doesn't look as handsome as a GMC because they also do soft edges as well. But that's subjective. I guess.
So I guess the question is, which one's going to be better aerodynamically?
Aerodynamically, it's a truck.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Actually, it matters even more.
The Tesla is going to be the most aerodynamic.
And as a matter of fact, tractor trailers, they don't even make them square anymore for that same reason. So it
Right.
doesn't matter if it's a truck. Your gas mileage matters even more that it's a truck because it's going to be worse.
Yeah, but I
So-
don't think there's going to be too much of a difference whether it was the
I think
sharp
there will be
edges or
just
the
because of
curves.
science.
But you're still dealing with the overall shape. I mean, once you get into the details, you're talking like
It's all about the
minuscule-
details, man. That's why there's no
Yeah.
antenna
But
sticking
either
up,
way-
giving it drag.
Either way,
Here's one thing that you're going to have a
f-
problem with in this truck, I'm sorry.
You good? No, it's too late, man. Go ahead.
He said it's too late.
Be nicer today.
Okay, go ahead.
You don't have to be nice. This is nobody has one.
That's right.
All right, so
You know who has one?
Plastic.
People watching it.
metal, plastic, metal. These colors are gonna look different.
Do they look different?
Once the sun gets
Yeah,
to
once the
cooking
sun
it,
hits
and
it.
a couple years go by, because you can even tell the difference between here and here.
Yeah, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4 different things.
Ah, but speaking of which, it matches, right?
It does match.
now.
Look at that.
For now.
This matches.
Yeah, but that's what
On
we're
the
talking
GMC, it's black. I had to buy the color matching trim.
about. Right. Is that an option here though? Body color, bumper group. Yep. So you had to pay for that either way.
It comes with it though. It's on the sticker.
Yeah, but you still have to pay for it.
No, it's on the sticker. So my point is, this is
No,
this is comparable to the.
This is under optional.
on the
equipment.
sticker.
Right, I understand, but it's
Yeah.
under optional.
Of course.
Equipment. So standard, it doesn't come that way.
But you need to understand, if it's a limited model, the optional equipment is just going to be a longer list because it comes with it. It's the limited. That's every car. Every car. They build a standard thing, and then the options are going to depend on your trim level.
Yeah,
the
but-
limited is going to come with everything.
Right.
This one didn't. It was extra. I had to pay extra, $750.
No, because the standard.
$750. How much are they here?
I don't know.
You know, it's right there. $295, does that say? $295. I paid $750.
All right, Finesse, you remember how we said we're going to take our 4x4s and go off-road?
Mm-hmm.
You know, hypothetical here.
Right.
So we're going to take this Dodge and go off-road. We're going to sling some mud. You know, everything down here is going to get a little dirty, right? So when I step out of here, I'm going to have mud or dirt. Or maybe I'm in New York or Chicago or whatever.
Right.
Snow, and when I step out, like, get my pants dirty. This is observation. Observation, because we have stuff exposed here. Just
Oh,
make a
the
mental
door
note.
doesn't. The door doesn't go all the way down. Yeah.
Make a mental note.
me see.
Remember that.
I got you. I got you.
Oh, so heaven forbid he gets snow on his
Ah!
pants.
Well,
I'm a
when
working man.
when you're coming out of your fancy truck, though, you know.
You got to pay $90,000 for this thing. This isn't
All right, so now I want to look at the trim that I paid $750 for. This came with it. Let's see. That black. Now it matches, but I had to pay for it. And it's got some, it's got some lines to it. A little bit of flare right there.
I wish we could have parked
But it definitely looks better.
right next to it.
Definitely looks much better.
Yes.
To open this up, I have to press this button to unlock it. Whereas on that Ram, all I have to do is put my hand in.
Yeah.
Unlocks. I
And-
love that feature.
And
So
on
much
previous year models, this button was also on the back door,
Oh, really?
but it's not anymore.
Yeah. See, look, it just locked.
Yeah,
Why?
because
You don't
that's
want
what
it
you have it set to.
No, to what though? I'm standing right here.
Yeah, but if you have it set to close the door for 30 seconds, then it's going to count 30 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever.
Yeah, we're
and
gonna have
it's
to go through the
lock.
settings, man.
Yeah.
But again, I like to just be able to do this. And I kept doing it. I kept going, what the hell's wrong with this? Bad habits. But, and this is what I was talking to you about, Mike. It's just gonna come straight.
That's because it's this one that
No,
also.
I understand why.
Because because you also have this.
I understand.
Right
Yeah, I understand.
Oh, it just goes.
now, where mine doesn't come out that way. Mine comes out and down.
Yeah, which I guess you need even more so because the truck's higher.
Correct.
Yeah. Here, when I get out of this truck, first of all, look how high I got to step to get in it.
Yeah.
And if you're 5 feet tall, then
We should be.
Well, I'm 5'9".
and it makes more sense because when you step up, you're not this high,
Yeah.
right?
I don't even know.
When I get out, as soon as I step down,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get dirt on my pants.
But make it
I don't
down
know. I don't know that my step is this high. I'm pretty sure my step is lower than this. We're gonna have to measure that.
Yeah,
Because this is high.
it is. So
Yeah.
I mean, if I want to look to see what my non-panoramic roof, then it comes in handy.
Oh my goodness.
Or or my lack of an
Gigantic sunroof.
yeah, or that stupid antenna, and then this even stupider antenna. All right, so let's take a ride with Mike behind the wheel, and let's do some super cruising.
Oh my. Just gotta go back here too, man. What is it, a fanny pack?
So let me open this up.
What
so
you got over there, Mike? Man, what you?
That's a drone.
So that RAM is quieter. It's smoother. Right there, the button's right there.
Big silver.
Oh.
Okay.
Now look, you're not over here now, so I'm gonna have to do it for you. Here's the button to open this. Look how ghetto that is. That is ridiculous. And look, that's it. That's the wall right there. So it's shallow. It's very shallow.
However, it is
documents
useful.
that I used to be able to put in there flat. In here, not so much. And this thing, this is just that's the worst thing ever. I mean, really?
More importantly, why do you have a fork in there?
That's Anita. This is Anita stuff. So when she gets food on the road, if they don't give her a fork, she's got one. It's so easy to make this open soft.
Right, put a little damping
Look
on
at that, man. That's just, I don't give a crap about these lines when they're talking about Mount Denali. I don't, you know.
That's the location, the geographical location of Mount Denali.
I can give two craps about that.
No, you're right though. That should be damped.
Oh, actually,
that
charge it right
that
there.
opening.
That's where the charge is. Yep.
If that opening was damped,
Well, see,
it'd
now you
be
can't see it.
a lot more premium.
You don't need to be able to see it. It's Apple CarPlay. So everything that's down there is up here. The goal when they're building a car is not to make it so you can see stuff while you're driving on your phone. It's frowned upon.
So I like the actual GPS built into the truck, right?
Really?
Yeah. So the one above the home button, press that. Oh, he's got it. Yeah, you got to blow it up. Yeah. That looks good to me, as opposed to the Apple CarPlay.
I want
'Cause
something telling me the cops are ahead.
The Apple CarPlay
Potholes.
doesn't fill the whole screen.
That's what I care about. I don't care about the whole screen. I want something to tell it. Well, you can have Apple CarPlay playing in the background, Waze, so it'll still talk to you.
I like that feeling. Up the whole
But here's the thing. I do like that, but if it were like my car, where it was the terrain look, I like that even better. I don't want it to look like this. I want to actually see buildings and the ground.
3D.
You know,
So-
it's satellite view.
But
Yeah,
this is
so
Google Maps, so is this the only option you have?
Yeah, I was hoping it had the other one.
Yeah,
but
there's
it
no
doesn't.
satellite view,
Okay.
but it does do 3D. It just doesn't do satellite.
This is freaking me out.
You're gonna be all right, man. Because when you put it in reverse, don't even look at that. Just use the camera.
Yeah. Because when I was backing up in front of his house, you saw me looking down, didn't you?
How can he see you looking down? He's driving his own car.
He was in front of me.
Shit, but
Yeah, the button on the side.
You just learned how to drive, man.
There you go.
This is not even technology. This is like common. Every vehicle, reverse, all the way up. There you go. You gotta push it like a man.
Yeah, the parking brake is on.
You halfway pushing it's gonna put you in neutral.
The parking brake is on.
No, it comes off. No, you don't have to press that. See, so Finesse don't even know how to work the damn vehicle. It comes
Well,
off
I don't-
automatically.
I
Once you
don't-
put the seatbelt on, it comes off automatically. And he's got the seatbelt on.
this is worthless.
It's not worthless if you can't see anything. Well, hold up. You think that's worthless?
Yeah.
How about that? All right. How about that? Really? You got to keep looking down?
Well, I'm not used to this thing.
It's the same. It's been the same since
mine
the
is
20s.
Click, click, click. No, this is
Yeah,
this
it's
is digital.
the only thing different is park is a press button. That's the only thing different. After that, reverse, neutral, drive, and then some other crap. Thanks for nothing, guys. So just so you guys know, they wouldn't let us drive the vehicle. Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that we were going to be recording,
Yeah, just
but I didn't think that was a secret.
Yeah.
We should have went out the other way. No big deal. You're gonna have to go out here and go to the right and make a U-turn. Oh, it's right here. They changed it.
change what we're talking about.
You can't. It's a barrier here,
Oh, I see.
but you can make the U-turn right here. It used to be you had to go all the way down there. So
Yeah, they got this whatever going up.
that's good.
But yeah, so we couldn't test drive the vehicle because there had to be some kind of approval.
Yeah, they wouldn't even pull it out. So at the end of the day, right, at the end of the day, if we were even considering purchasing the vehicle from, well, I think it's One Step, North Savannah,
Yeah.
not going to happen. Not going to happen. I mean, I've had dealerships give me the car
Oh, yeah.
to go do
Right,
a
yeah.
video. But again, it could be their policy, so that's outside of, it's not his fault.
Right.
I always turn that auto thing off too, where it shuts the car off,
Pain in the ass.
especially if it's hot out.
Yeah, because it kills your air conditioning.
Yep. All right, left lane, Jeeves. So remember, you could just tap it down. You don't have to press it all the way down. And then it'll give you 5,
Gotcha.
which I like.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ram only gave me 3.
You know,
Genesis and Hyundai has it best because you can adjust it 357.
I was noticing this
Left
doesn't have sequential turn signals, like the sequential lights.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Why is that crazy?
Mine has sequential.
Why is it?
It's a 24. This is 24, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why is it crazy?
I
They're
mean,
two different vehicles.
They are two different vehicles, but it's the same light.
Yeah. Yours is bigger.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Hey, you said it.
So I keep. You can adjust what goes on that instrumentation, and I keep it. I always want to see what my tire pressure is. Yes, it'll warn you, but I always want to see. And like I said earlier, I can do the same with my trailer. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so when we get on the highway, if the traffic's moving, or even if it's not moving, that's better for you since you're petrified.
No, petrified's not the right word.
Okay. Once you see that white steering wheel, the button you're going to press is right there.
I can't see because
I'll press it for you.
I'm finding that heads-up display to be distracting.
That's because you're not used to technology that you
Yeah,
love.
Right, right.
But I forgot to mention the heads-up display. Love that.
And it's a large heads-up display. It's not like some little itty-bitty thing.
Yeah, it's 15 inches.
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of stuff that goes on it that I don't even know about.
What's the speed limit up there? That's nice.
Okay. Yes. Okay, we got Super Cruise. Move your hand off the top of the steering wheel so we can see it's green.
Take
all right.
your feet off.
Take your feet off. We're in Super Cruise mode.
Oh, Jesus.
And we're kind of doing a Miss Daisy thing, so we're going to at least go to speed limit. It's raining? Oh, we got some rain coming
A
down?
little dribble. Don't worry, the wipers are automatic as well.
Wasn't forecasted. No, look at him. His hand keeps coming up. He's nervous. It's okay.
I don't trust
I understand. Yeah, I understand.
Oh, Jesus.
You're good.
Yeah, if you want to go around, hit the old signal.
Yeah, if you want it to pass, hit the signal light. I didn't say press it all the way down. I just said tap it.
It's unable.
Get your hand off the steering wheel. You're good.
but it ain't
It says unable to change lanes. All right. Cut the signal light off. Get your hand off the steering wheel. Tap the signal light down to the first indent. Okay, it says unable to change. Who knows why? Don't worry about it. It cuts off by itself. He tried to cut it off. It's adorable.
Oh, a driving computer.
And the good thing for you is, well, didn't you say you're buying a Tesla?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. That doesn't mean I'm going to use this computer driving.
Oh, you're wasting your money then.
Hell with that.
It's the biggest selling feature of the
No,
vehicle.
it's not the biggest selling feature.
How much you want to bet?
Battery.
The bet. Well, yeah. Yeah. So this is good. We got a Ford that decides to go slow in the left lane right here. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a Jeep.
Okay, this lane's going to be ending. You're good. You're good. You're good. He touched the brake.
Yeah, all right, I did.
No reason for you to do it, but it's
That was
okay.
Every reason.
Okay, press the button right here.
What button?
Right there.
Or-
I pressed it.
What's that do?
That turns on Super Cruise when it's available.
Well, I think because he's covering the cameras.
No, I still can't see. Yeah, you got to get your hand off those cameras. There we go.
Oh.
Press the button again. All right, let go.
Done and done.
Yeah, this is not relaxing.
Of course it's not. It's something you have to get accustomed to. I understand. Listen, if we took Marty McFly, if we had time travel and we took somebody, from the 50s, well, we really don't even have to go that far back. Somebody from the 70s, 80s, that's not used to this kind of technology,
Right.
You're good, you're good. Of course it's going to be like, oh, my brother was the same way. But it's like anything else. You can get used to anything. Remember, trust and believe. Don't touch the brakes. You're good.
I'm covering the rear brake.
Yeah, you can cover it. As a matter of fact, let's change the distance. So now that's the most distance. So now it's going to give you more distance from the car in front of you. So it'll start braking sooner to make you feel a little bit better about this situation.
Yeah, this is... All right, so when I look at the rear view mirror, it's like your focus has to adjust because
You have to get used to
not
it.
a real mirror.
Yeah, it's not a mirror at all. It's a monitor.
Right.
Yeah, something you have to get used to. That's all. That's part of the appeal for me. I'm talking to somebody that says they love tech. Part of the appeal is something new and having to get something new that's good, not something new like an antenna. Actually, it's not new. It's old. But that's not something I want to get accustomed to. I want to get rid of it. All right, just take it easy. Cover it. There we go. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Press the button again since you disengaged it. Okay, let go. You're good, man.
I swear to God, I thought we were going to eat that wall.
No, we're good. And again, this is the same thing I said before about trusting and believing that as long as you provide power to the rear wheel, it's going to be okay. You got to trust it.
In me.
No, you're still trusting and believing the machine.
Right thing.
You can open.
I give the input to the machine. This machine's giving itself input.
But what if you give the input and it doesn't work? Because it can happen. It's a machine.
So it even
Well,
gives
exactly. That's why I don't trust it.
you a little message there. It says we're in the construction zone, so drive with care.
Yeah. He's on the steering wheel again.
But I don't trust it.
He's not trusting. I need you to trust it and believe it, man. You watched me do it and not touch the wheel altogether.
Well, you didn't go through this part.
Yeah, I did it on that side though. I did it on that side. Because you said, how's it going to handle this? I said, watch. It was fine. And then I said to you, because even though it uses GPS, it's still looking at the lines. You're good, sir. You're good.
Oh my God.
All right, let's change lanes right. You know, this is an indent. You're good. Let go. And we're changing lanes automatically. Signal light off. Good to go. Underwear tarnished. You're good. You're good. You're good. It's a shoulder. Nothing's gonna happen.
Got you.
It's less concerning in the right lane. I get it. There was a wall there. And we're going to be getting off the next exit, but keep it engaged until we're going to get off. And then when we get off, we're making a right.
You'll see.
I never went into that dealership.
Me either.
Oh, really?
So you'll see familiar. Just let them know who you are, man.
I'll let them know who I am. Huh?
Yeah,
just let them know
man.
who
So
you
they
are.
don't tell us, sorry, you got to talk to corporate. And now the good thing is, once we get there, I can be quiet and save all the bashing. I'm going to try my best to save it. I don't think I can. And hopefully they have the ultimate version of the F-150, F-250.
So
they got a million trucks there. They got to have it.
Right. So now, Rob is all about the 1500s. So
Look, it's right here.
We're
Ford.
about the 2500s.
Do
So
they know
we'll
we're
see.
coming?
No, how the fuck do you know we going? We ain't making no phone calls. We thought you were going to do that. You work for them.
I don't work for O.C. Welch.
You work for Ford, man.
Yeah, corporate.
You oversee LC Welch. Right?
See how last night when he was explaining it, he was like, "Oh no, I don't work here. I work for corporate."
That's right.
That is correct. I mean, I could say I work in the parts department, and people are going to think I'm in the back part of the dealership selling spark plugs.
Yeah,
That's not what I do.
that's not you.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, of course
There's
not.
absolutely nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
Those are my-
So how was your first Super Cruise experience?
How was my first Super Cruise experience? It's I would say it's a little nerve-wracking because I don't know what the thing's going to do. You know, because there were those concrete barriers, and when the lane would shift, you had to trust that the machine was actually going to see that barrier and shift around it. And some of it was a little, it wasn't smooth as it would be if either one of us were in control. It did its thing. It worked, but it just wasn't as smooth.
And that's the beauty of it. So what I was really going to do is take you on the 95 because usually most of your driving is straight. You're not doing all of this kind of stuff. And in that respect, it's not much to be concerned about. It's going to concern you less, I'll say. And it's like I said before with the whole trust and believe thing. The way trust and believe really works is when you have a oh crap moment and it works. That's when you learn to trust it. So the more you drive with this, you're going to be making this right, I believe, It's a good thing. But outside of that, how about driving this truck? How does this compare to... Well, you don't drive an F-150.
No, I mean I have.
Yeah.
I've had them all. I've had a couple of F-150s. I've had a Super Duty. No, ride's fine. I can't say that there's a significant difference in driving one truck or another.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a vehicle. It's got a steering wheel, accelerator, and a brake. They all feel fine. I go this way.
No, it's too straight.
Straight. Oh, look at that. See, Finesse there for the save.
Yeah. Again, I've owned many
I keep
a
looking in
Ford.
this rear view mirror, and I'm thinking I'm going to see Finesse, and he ain't there.
Oh, is that the issue? You want to see Finesse?
Nah.
Okay, so walk up
He's talking, I'm used to it, so what do?
Straight.
Straight. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the way rear view mirrors work. And every other vehicle I've been in, somebody in the back seat talking, I can look in the mirror. And
Yeah,
see.
no, you got to get used to it, man.
Right.
Just like people that reach put their foot down for a clutch. It's not there.
Right.
It's an automatic transmission. See that big thing that says Ford?
Yeah. They gotta do something.
Yeah, all of this is new. Yeah. You felt that vibration?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, of course you did, man, because that's the whole thing. You're not supposed to like it. It's warning you of something. Warning, warning. Danger, danger.
Yeah, well, that implies I don't know how to park.
Well,
You probably don't. The truck doesn't know. All right, guys, so listen, this is part one. And I want you guys to know that this is not scripted. So we're just doing this stuff off the top of our heads. And that's going to do it. We're at the Ford dealership now. There's a bunch of stuff out here. According to Finesse, that means they're not selling anything. But you know, he's a hater anyway. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Listen, I hope you enjoyed it. We're just 3 content creators, 3 friends, first and foremost, enjoying each other's company and having fun. We're going to bring more videos like this to you guys, talking about anything we could think about that we think you guys would be interested in, but also stuff that we have differences in opinion about, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. Everybody's different. It doesn't mean that we can't respect, but we're going to rib each other too. You know, that just comes with it, especially with riding and wrenching. But guys, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Please hit the like button, share, and definitely hit the comments. I always answer all of the comments. Part 2, don't forget, it's going to pick up from right where we are now, which is the Ford dealership, and that's going to be riding and wrenching. All right, guys, spend more time being thankful for the things that you have, less time complaining about the things that you don't. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, and if you have time to ride your motorcycle, you have time to practice. I know we're not talking about motorcycles, always relevant. Until next time.